Thanks for taking the time to tune into your astrology with your Cosmic Girl. Trust you're all doing well out there. And for disclosure, I am a practicing Hellenistic Western tropical astrologer. This month, we see Saturn stationing direct in Pisces, Pluto ingressing back into Aquarius for a 20-year stay, and the exalted full moon in Taurus, and much, much more. Mercury is your planetary ruler, and you are connected with the yin, earth, mutable qualities as a Virgo rising sign. Let's get into your month. Virgo rising, Saturn's really been putting you through it, as has planet Neptune when it comes to your relationships, intimate or business, and contracts and agreements, trying to come to some sort of resolution or end to create more rest and peace for yourself. Well, on the 15th of November, Saturn is going to turn direct. So it may have been really difficult or draining with those subjects, and we now have at least Saturn giving you the determination, the acknowledgement, the maturity necessary to change things up when it comes to relationships, agreements, rest, and endings. On the 19th of the month, Pluto ingresses back into Aquarius for a 20-year stay, all the way up to 2044. And Pluto's going to be transiting in a part of your chart that's all about your sense of service to yourself, services with others, also to do with connecting with your body, your feeling, how you're feeling with your own personal hygiene. Like, how do you feel? Do you feel good in your body? Pluto here for the next 20 years is going to give you an opportunity to discover the intimate relationship you have with the body and your health with this transit. And we are painting in broad strokes here. And the sixth place where this transit will be happening for 20 years for you is connected to co-workers, your career, anything to do with pets and contracts, things that we get into contracts with and we do on the day-to-day. Like, without good health, we don't have good work routines. And if we don't have good co-workers, our workplace can be shit. So Pluto can help you identify over a very long period of time what's working and what's not, and flushing out, if you will, the obvious ghosts in the room with this transit. So you'll be able to identify clearly come 2044 what works for you on the day-to-day, and the people that you surround yourself, and how your body responds in kind to all of these constant changes for you. Neptune, yes, still retrograde in your house of relationships, marriage, endings, rest, and contracts. Won't go direct until the 7th of December, only next month. So using this transit in a practical application is understanding the romanticism or the fogginess or haziness regarded to those subjects. What do you need to get clear on? So when Neptune goes direct on December 7, you've got clarity and you have certainty on how to put all those thoughts and ideologies into practice. Uranus is continuing its retrograde in the part of your chart connected to international and foreign connections and your higher education, media and publishing, and also your spiritual practices and cultural beliefs. Uranus will go direct on the 30th of January 2025. So practically using this transit, identifying where you need to liberate, break through, and run against the status quo when it comes to making your dreams come to reality with regards to education, the spiritual paths, and international and foreign affairs and travel. Jupiter is still retrograde in part of your chart, which is the top of your natal chart, and that's the 10th place. And Jupiter retrograde here, which won't go direct until the 4th of February 2025. Jupiter will have you backtracking on your beliefs about your public image, your reputation, what you do professionally on the world stage, what is your vocation dreams. Jupiter retrograde here will give you time to identify such things. Is what you're doing your dream job? Who you're surrounding you with in your workplace? Are they your dream team? Or is there this moment in time, if you will, while Jupiter's retrograde, giving you a chance to readjust, change systems and structures that are outdated before Jupiter goes direct on the 4th of February? So things are more streamlined and you're in line with what you're doing organically, instead of feeling like you're constantly pushing up against a belief or an ideology that may not be working for you. But if it is working for you, your vocation, what you do on the day-to-day, and your public image, this is the time to fine-tune and get things just right for yourself so you feel confident moving forward on the 4th of February 2025. So these are the slower planetary transits. They're like the key protagonists, if you will, that are playing out very, very long stories in particular parts of your natal chart. So it takes time for these guys to do their magic, if you will. And you working with the planet and understanding the planet will give you an illumination and a lot of clarity on how best to work with difficult transits in particularly difficult houses. The sun, which is our luminary other than the moon, is transiting in a part of your chart to the 21st of November. That's all about short distance travel, communication, and movement. You could be learning, doing a lot of interacting in your neighborhood, feeling that you're in your car a lot, or just talking a lot of action when the sun is transiting in this part of your chart. And it's connected to your neighbors, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles. These are like the people that are family, and we give them a lot of time when the sun is transiting in this part of the chart. When the sun turns up in the third place for you into the 21st, there's lots of good things and lots of fun to be had in your immediate environment, and feeling like you are stepping out more into the neighborhood and communicating and short distance traveling a lot more than maybe you have been with the sun in that busy third place. On the 4th of November, the Sun trines Saturn, which is retrograde in Pisces, opening up the month. Your seventh place, which is that place of rest, endings, marriage, contracts, relationships, business, or intimate. And so you've got a trine happening here, and the trines are easier. So what's easier is something in your local space aligning up with a contract or a relationship. So if you've been trying to find a mover and shaker to help you with a project, anything to do within your immediate space, or learning something, or even buying yourself a car or new phone or technological device that helps your day-to-day operations, this could be the day when it actually happens and a nice deal can be had. On the 21st, the sun then moves on into the part of your chart which is about your home, family, real estate, and property concerns until the 21st of December. So now the sun is shining on your fourth place, that subterranean part of your chart, Virgo Rising. The sun is lighting up your home, your family dynamics, and all things to do with real estate. You may be considering learning something about your heritage or ancestry, or really uncovering some mysteries in the home or connections to the topics of real estate and property. If you've been feeling like you need to expand your horizons, move to a different location, for example, this may be on your mind as well with this transit. On the 27th of November, the sun in Sagittarius is going to trine planet Mars. And Mars is in the place of your chart, which is very unseen and very personal. So this day can be easier for you to drop out of the limelight, if you will, take a break, take a bit of a holiday if you need to. It's all about just dropping into what works for you subconsciously, connected to your home environment. You may be taking a day trip to research a new home. You may also be considering how things are keeping you stuck psychologically and trying to break through. So to get over the fears of traveling or moving from your home or learning some very difficult truths connected to family and those topics. The other luminary, which is the moon, let's have a look at what the moon cycles are doing this month of November. Well, straight out of the gate on the 1st, we're having a new moon in Scorpio, and this is that busy third place that is all about short distance travel, siblings, cousins, learning, vehicles, teaching, technology. It's so busy. The third house is so much to cover, but you have a new beginning here. So falling in love with a new environment, ready to commit on a course of study, purchasing a new car. There's a plethora of things. I don't know you personally in your own natal chart. I can only paint in broad strokes that what you're creating here on this day is a sense of finding a new place to call home or an environment that is more in line with you. On the 15th of November, there's a full moon in Taurus, the exalted full moon, and this is your place of long distance travel, education, and spiritual and cultural beliefs. When you have that full moon in Taurus, you're talking about illuminating something that is very fertile and young and has the sense connected to it with it can flourish and grow. So what's exposed on this day with that beautiful full moon exalted in Taurus for you is the potential to expand yourself cerebrally or physically. So get yourself out there. Don't be shy. This is the day to shine. Well, with all the busyness of the day-to-day short distance traveling and communication and family, I'm sure you're going to be really enjoying the transit of your ruling planet now going into the fourth house on the 2nd of November for the whole month. This is where you can slow things down and really get down to the details and analytics connected to your home, real estate, property concerns, and your sense of sanctuary. Great transit to iron out any glitches in your peripheral vision of how your dwelling, real estate, and property concerns can run smoothly. On the 18th of November, your ruling planet opposes the benefic, which is Jupiter, currently transiting at the top of your chart of worldly ambitions, career, and public image. We've got mutual reception going on this day. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, understands Sagittarius very, very well, but it's currently in Mercury's sign. Your ruling planet is in Jupiter's sign. So there's a we understand each other here. So what's good about this day is Jupiter and Mercury looking across at each other and going, okay, what do we need to nut out here? How is my career and my worldly ambitions going to balance with my home life, real estate and property concerns, and possibly travel? So this is on your mind on the 18th. Nothing you can't handle. You're Virgo rising. You're very flexible and adaptable to a certain point. But this day, I think, will be a fun debate on the 18th of November. On the 25th, your ruling planet that goes into a retrograde and won't go direct until the 15th of December. It's not your first rodeo, Virgo rising. Mercury goes into a retrograde 3 to 4 times annually. So this is something that you are, dare I say, used to, Mercury going into a retrograde. So this is when you can have the checking in point, be more relaxed, take a beat, look at the details, go over paperwork and contracts and agreements, and iron out any differences or nuances. Get things just so. If you need to get a contractor in, an estate agent, have a look at other options regarding these topics. This is a great way to work with Mercury retrograde in your fourth place before he goes direct on the 15th of December. Everything should be running like clockwork, and I'm sure you're up to the task. Venus, our personal planet of love, relationships, and uniting, is also transiting in your fourth place where your ruling planet is, but only until the 11th of November. So there's a small window of time to get into renovations, cash in on real estate and property deals, feel good within your home environment and make the changes necessary for you to create harmony. On the 3rd, Venus then opposes the benefic Jupiter in the top of your chart of worldly ambitions, career, and public image. So on the 3rd, we have Venus and Jupiter standing off with one another. What a fun day. The two benefics looking across at each other going, I'm not too sure if I want to take that job or I want to pursue that career. I'm enjoying my home. I like my life where it's at. Do I need to travel? Do I need to move? Not too sure, but it's a fun debate to be had on the 3rd of November. On the 11th, Venus then moves on into your house of joy and pleasure. And this transit is where it can get really, really seriously fun for you. From the 11th of November to December 7, Venus transiting in the house of romance, investments, sports, children. Wow, this place is where we get our adrenaline pumping, the 5th place. So Venus in here has you really enjoying life, dating, getting out there, enjoying sports, getting into the gym if you're so inclined, loving spending and contemplating different investment opportunities. Fantastic transit. And also attracting in investors. Venus is the great attractor. She unifies and connects. So attracting in investors for yourself, attracting in romantic partners. So this is all about you being the magnet from the 11th of November to December 7. So enjoy this transit, Virgo rising. On the 22nd of the month, Venus then sextiles Saturn, and this is in your house of relationships, agreements, endings, pleasure, and also contracts. On this day, what I like about Venus and Saturn lining up is that mature, sensual qualities melding. So this could be cementing a relationship, taking it to a new level, ready to commit. You may also be cashing in on investment or finally getting a sale and ending a contract. Something ends that gives you room to move on the 22nd of November. So enjoy that day. Whatever comes to pass, it's going to feel mature, it's going to feel organic, and it's going to feel worth it, whatever has been long in the tooth. Virgo rising, we see Mars on the 3rd of November, ingress into Leo in the part of your chart that's all about things that are unseen, all the way through to November. Mars will retrograde on the 6th of December. So there's going to be a revisit of what you do between the 3rd of November all the way up until the 6th of December. So keeping that in mind. Mars in Leo. Wow, talk about fun, opulence, and indulgence. And this is all things to do with things that aren't privileged for other people to see or even know about. You could possibly be considering having physical procedures, going into hospital, having a surgery with this transit. Trying to do something aesthetic for yourself, and also really delving into your spiritual and esoteric practices with reckless abandonment, just loving these subjects. And you may also be overindulging, who doesn't love doing that, when Mars is transiting in Leo in the part of your chart where things aren't seen by others. So if you're prone to doing things that are, I don't know, perceived as naughty, this is the transit where the heat can be turned up exponentially. Mars is also a planet that is useful in the 12th house to get on top of things that are chronic, like addictions, self-undoing, self-sabotage, how you talk to yourself. Am I good enough? Am I not good enough? I'm not rich enough. I don't look fantastic. I don't have enough money. This transit with Mars here in Leo can help you bulldoze those bullshit ideologies about self-worth. So up until the 6th of December, you're in for a delicious transit, and there may potentially be some fiery moments and conflicts and healthy debates about those 12th house topics. So there could be some banter with secret lovers or banter with yourself about being overindulgent. So it's an interesting one coming up for you, Virgo rising, with Mars in the 12th place. It's birthday time for the Cosmic Girl 101 YouTube channel. On the 5th of November, I am having my first year anniversary. My little Bubba channel is slowly growing, and I'm so grateful and thankful to all you astrology enthusiasts out there. How best to celebrate it? Well, I welcome any comments. If you can put some in the comment section below, that'd be great. I really do look forward to hearing your opinions, free reading, a competition. I don't know. I don't know. It's my first radio, so I'm interested in your opinion. So please don't be shy in expressing how best you think I should be, celebrating my little win, if you will, for sticking it out for 1 year and continuing to love it. I'm not going anywhere. I also have a poll on the community tab on my homepage. And if you can vote on one of the astrological subjects of interest to you, that would be helpful, so I can spend some time in creating a video about one of those astrological subjects for you in the future. Have yourself a great November, Virgo rising, and thanks for taking the time to be with me here. I know it takes time for you to take time out of your day to tune in and listen, and I appreciate that. And I trust you get some value from the astrological information connected to your rising sign. Okay, I'm leaving now. Take care, Virgo rising, and I'll connect with you next time.